15-minute standing ovation.
It's always great to have a reaction like that.
I've never actually heard people cry.
So he hadn't seen anything till then, and it was the first time that he was watching the whole film.
You closely read whatever I write.
He's really done his homework.
Hi, this is Siddharth Roy Kapur.
Hi, this is Shonali Bose,
And you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
I think TIFF for the first time when you guys showcased the film to any audience in a big way, in a complete
Yes,
format.
it was the first time.
And it was a 15-minute standing ovation. Does that make you more confident about the product in terms of taking it to a bigger audience all across the world?
It's always great to have a reaction like that. I mean, we couldn't have asked for more. We were all, the whole team was sitting together, the team that had put literally blood, sweat and tears into making the film over the last year was all celebrating this in a massive auditorium, a really gorgeous, theatre, more than 1,000 people there.
2,000.
So around 2,000 people there. It was a packed house. And, you're in movies where there's laughter, and there was a lot of laughter in our film as well. But very rarely are you able to feel emotion in an audience. And we were able to actually sense, we could tell the audience was incredibly emotional at the points in the film.
Sid told me after, he said, I've never actually heard people cry. Like, you could hear it. It was
you could hear
audible.
it was audible, and I've really never heard that in the film. So to get that sort of response to the film is all that filmmakers can hope for, right? That's what the team works towards. And it was the first time Farhan was watching the film actually. So he hadn't seen anything till then, and it was the first time that he was watching the whole film. So it was an incredibly emotional experience for him too.
So what sort of release are you planning internationally?
We're going very wide with this film. We'll be releasing in around 25 countries around the world, more than 200 screens in the US, more than 50 screens in the UK. In India, we'll be doing 1,000 screens and more. So, we believe this is a very universal story. It's something anyone will be able to relate to. It's a beautiful love story. It's a story of a family. And, these are films that I think our audiences, if it's able to touch a chord with them and it's able to affect them emotionally, it's really a film that can go very wide.
Now, Gully Boy has already been announced as India's entry to the Oscars, so obviously you guys are coming in October. But would you want to just send across the film as an independent in Oscars?
Not as an independent. I mean, we'd like it to go into the selection for next year. We'd like to put it in from the India perspective. So we will qualify to be in next year's selection, and hopefully,
So Gully Boy is 2019 as well.
Is the 2019 selection.
And
I think they have a cutoff of probably August or September.
All right. So I hope it does. Zaira Wasim, she was not there at TIFF. Apparently you got a call from her when you were at the Frankfurt.
You closely read whatever I write.
He's really done his homework.
You were at Frankfurt airport and you received a call from her, from a landline, and she was very excited. How do you look at her presence or the lack of presence as of now? Because there are certain dialogues which we see in the promo, and that I'm the villain in this film, and the way things have happened with her in the last few months, too many opinions around her as well. She's just 18-year-old kid. How do you look at her entire world as well? Because she in her own way has become a big thing, because she has made this announcement that this is her last film, and apparently her performance in The Sky is Pink is outstanding. She's a phenomenal actress, we all know that.
I mean, she's definitely not a villain, and nobody should make it a big thing, right? A teenager kid says they don't want to act anymore. Like, why is this a big thing? Like, she's made that decision. She may change her mind. She may stick with that. It's fine. We love and support her, and she's our heroine. She's our heroine. We absolutely adore her, and she's so excited. Like, her commitment to the film remained. Like, even though she had quit filmmaking, and which we absolutely support. That's her decision. It's not nobody else's business at all. She still had to do the voiceover of the film. And in as late as late July, I went to Jammu. We went to Jammu. We did the recording with her. She did her voiceover. She completely did her commitment with us. We had a blast doing it. We were even closer than before. She called me right now. She wanted to hear the blow-by-blow account. So she just called me. She had to go
Today?
to Jammu because, like 3 days ago.
Okay.
Because, there's still landlines are not all the time effective in Kashmir, in Srinagar. So she had gone to Jammu. She wanted to speak with some other people also. And we had a long video call because she wanted to hear every detail I described to her in Toronto, how it happened, who said what everything. And she's so happy and excited. Her parents are coming for our Bombay premiere, which is on October 10th. Her family members, they're all coming for it.
She'll be here?
No, she won't be here, but her parents will be
But
here.
parents will be here?
Yes.
All right. We've seen your journey, and you've always tried to just mix and match your choices of movies in that you've produced. You've done a Rowdy Rathore and you've done a Barfi and you've done The Sky is Pink. There's a wonderful slate. And even I think UTV, you had a phenomenal work that you did in terms of which we've spoken in the past for Spot Boy that you did. Where do you get this taste from and this wide range of choices in films that you tend to do?
You know, I grew up watching movies. That's all I did. I was this fat kid who didn't play at all, just sat at home, watched movies and read books, and that's pretty much all I did. So I guess just watching a very wide range of movies helped me. And I'd be reading trade guides from the time I was like 8 years old. So was always obsessed with cinema. So I guess the taste just comes from having watched as much cinema as one can, and then you just react, you know, spontaneously to material as it comes your way. I think, at least for me as a producer, the first thing is I have to respond as an audience to the material. Only after that can all the other considerations come in about budgeting and casting and logistics and feasibility and all that. It's got to be something I want to invest a year or year and a half of my time in. It's a big emotional investment from a producer as well, because you're, you know, trying to steer the film along through its journey, and it better be something that you really relate to and, you know, can like sort of connect with very deeply.
Apart from the business part, pride is definitely important as well, that you need to take pride in what you...
For sure, because, you know, we could do a lot of other things to make money. We've chosen to be making movies, and the whole point of that then is that you want to be associated with having backed cinema that is your taste, that is something that you believed in, and that also made money, because it's show business, right? So, you know, it's always a balance of the two, but I think it doesn't have to be an either or, it can be both.
Hi, this is Siddharth Roy Kapur.
Hi, this is Shonali Bose,
And you're watching Bollywood Hungama.